Our coverage of the stories of everyday people continues in Norfolk. A word of caution, this story is not for the squeamish, but we have to show you the pictures in order to understand the healing.
With med school at Duke and residency at Harvard, Hartzell became an orthopedic surgeon specializing in upper extremity surgery.
This was Ben's hand, John. And
a graphic picture following a severe accident. A wakeboarding rope had been wrapped around the victim's arm.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
This is that same young man, Ben Witkowski, 3 months after the accident.
I look at it and the pictures of what it was before, and I mean, I would have never thought that he could have put my hand back on.
The procedure took 12 hours, intricate surgery for Dr. Hartzell using a high-powered microscope with assistance from his medical team of 10.
The sutures that we use for the blood vessels and the nerves are 1/10 the diameter of a human hair. The needles are smaller than an eyelash. If I throw them up in the air, just the wind from the circulating in the room will allow these sutures to float. And so when you see the results and after years of work, it's very satisfying. I'm really happy with how the nails are looking that are coming in. They got a good shine to them, and they're just very healthy looking nails. So we have a good blood supply coming to his finger.
All of that 3 months after Ben's hand was completely severed.
So as this is on, just try to squeeze with it.
Therapy is the key now, and it's not a matter of months, more like several years.
After the Paris attacks, the refugee crisis in Syria received a lot more attention. We caught up to an Omaha man who escaped Syria nearly 20 years ago.
Omaha businessman Ghadfan al-Salami has a grade school classmate back in Syria named Assad, and a reunion would be painful.
I would be tortured.
A freedom advocate in 1997, he left Syria before the secret police came calling.
But I was lucky the day I left the country. They were at my parents' door to pick me up.
Though outspoken in Syria, he spoke no English when immigrating to Omaha, so he watched the news.
How to spell and how to pronounce.
He came to America with little money but plenty of determination, and mentor Rex Gruber noticed the work ethic.
Like cleaning toilets and scrubbing floors and working in different fast food places.
And fast becoming his own boss.
They need to call the dealer and get you that.
Investing in one business after another while buying an old restaurant property for his growing used car dealership. It's one with more chapters yet to be written.
I did not expect anything to be handed to me. I worked for it, and I challenge anybody to say I was giving anything.
It's not always easy finding inspiration when we're facing life's biggest challenges. As we've learned from others, sometimes you just have to hit fear in the face.
That's what my styles are, Diva certified.
Teresa Bradley has been making women look.
You better watch out now. Okay. You might stop traffic when you go outside.
And feel good for more than 20 years.
What I love most about what I do is I get to make women fabulous every single day.
She learned to cherish every day more after both of her grandmothers were diagnosed with cancer. She was also inspired to do more with her gift.
I love to make wigs. I love to style wigs. So how about I make them for cancer patients? A lot of women, when they walk through the doors, they feel devastated. They feel very dark. They feel like, what is there to come after this? So what we help them with is how to hit fear in the face. When we shave their head, we let them know, this is your G.I. Jane look, and you're gonna fight your way through this. And some of them smile, some of them cry.
To lose my hair, which was what I thought was one of my best features, really. It was pretty rough going. I didn't even recognize myself. When she put this wig on me, then I felt a little more human again.
So many of them just exhale, and they say, okay, I can go back to work. I can be a mommy again. I can be a wife again. They feel like, okay, I can do this. Better watch out now, you're gonna have hot mama eyebrows.
Phyllis feels better now too. To show her appreciation, she wrote Teresa a letter.
And you helped me have a bright side to a very bad illness.
And I feel like what an honor it is to be a little bit of sunshine in the middle of their darkness.
Remember back to college and how crazy busy it could be? Well, now I add powerlifting to the mix. See what you get.
It is my form of therapy. If I didn't have it, what would I have?
On a Wednesday, you'll likely find UNO junior Pierce Rewoundnet here at the UNO gym. But she won't have long. She's got school, student teaching, and a full-time job.
A lot of people think that seems overwhelming, but it's all about the time management.
Her passion is clinical anatomy, so her work as a student is truly an extension of her passion for lifting.
This muscle does this muscle does that.
Which all comes back to this. That's Piran pulling a truck. The amazing part? Well, she only weighs 123 pounds, so when you see her lift,
It's probably as heavy as I'll go today.
it's impressive. I should note, she calls this a light day. She was lifting 275 2 days earlier. Her goal is to get to 350.
A few light sets and then some mobility work, flexibility. I'm not all about strength. People always ask, well, how do you study? Where's your social life? How do you have time to walk the dog? Well, I'm just set in my ways, and I also need to remember it's not worth stressing out about.
Still ahead on this WWT 6 News special, a look at inspiring everyday people here at home.
It's a great cologne.
A story that may have you ditching the Axe body spray for some freshly baked bread when People Here at Home returns.